you do? Right, we're out, and we are out in Storm ARWEN. Right, so I'm doing this video because it's been quite a long time since I've been out in a storm, and it feels kind of special to me. The bailiff has turned around and said, "You mad?" It's like, yeah, I know, but I'm out in it anyway. There is a couple of anglers on, but they're only here for the day, so by the sounds of it, I've got the lake to myself. Yeah, so once they clear off at 3, 4 o'clock, whatever time, gate locks at 4, so they're going to be gone before that, then I've got the old place to myself to do whatever I want, however I want, etc, etc. I'm not moving. Yeah, I'm not moving. The wind speed itself, it's only half of them where it's going to be at the minute. It's roughly about 30 mile an hour at the moment. It's going to be doubling that. We are predicted snow, rain and sleet. But this is a but. Last week was cold. Yeah, it was cold. So if you know Storm ARWEN, obviously when it is, from when you're watching this video, then you know well the week before was really ice cold. So has that knocked it off or not is another matter. I'm also fishing a different peg. Yeah, not giving out excuses, rope like that. If they go, they go. Yeah, if they don't go, I'm still happy. Yeah. So it could have knocked it off. The wind itself, if I'm facing lake, then it's actually coming from behind me straight over, and yeah, I'm thinking that they're down this end more. And the other thing is as well, this is the deeper end, so it's going to hold its temperature a little bit better. Personally, I don't think it has, like, because obviously last week, yeah, it's cold. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine in here. Once you get that wind off you, you're not too bad. During the night, fair enough, it's going to be zipped up, coat on, maybe these winter clothes behind me as well. Yeah, the bib and brace, maybe them on. I'm trying not to wear the bib and brace, because the problem is with the bib and brace, you end up stuck. Yeah, in your limited movements, etc. like that. So that's why I'm trying not to put those on. But the traps are set. One's on the combi rig on the left rod. All going well, going to hook into that mystery fish again, because that's what actually hooked into it last time, so that's the reason why that's on. And the other two are virtually the same as how I normally do, so if you're not seeing those videos, obviously jump back and you'll see how those rigs are actually done. But basically all it is one's on long shank, and the other one's on a normal curve shank. But I'm actually using the inline drop-off leads, yeah, on 2 of them, and then my normal heli with the bungee rig actually on the left rod, what is also combined with the combi rig. Right, so when you're out in storms like this and it's windy, I generally go for pegs what haven't got trees around them. Yeah, because obviously trees have a tendency of falling down in heavy winds. Show you. Yeah. Starting to rock a bit. Which one is it? It's one around there. Starting to bend. And we're not up to full wind speed yet. Hey! It's not a blank in Storm ARWEN. Yeah, it is not a blank. Right, let's sort out my knees. Let's pick this little bad boy up. Middle rod. Yeah, had a couple of takes in it. And then this one slips in. Yeah. Turn that up a little bit more. Try again. A bit lighter. Try again. Yeah. Not a big one. My arms aren't stretched out. Yeah. My elbows are actually in line with my body. And there we are. Maybe 5 or 6, somewhere around there. Okay, talk S weight. Yeah. Get that slipper. There we are. Absolute mint, this. Right, so I've got a question. Right, we've had snow. There's no snow settled on the ground. Could that car be called a snow cart or not? Post your comments below, please. I thought I'd show you how to tie up an anchor rig. Yeah. Very poor light. Hopefully night time, isn't it? But the added aid with it, no matter how it sits, it's either point down or point up. Meaning it's either going to be top lip or bottom lip. No side lip, it's going to be top lip or bottom lip. Okay, so as you can see, I'll just drop that down and it sits up. The bait will obviously just go to the side. Okay, so you know for well when it goes, it's going top lip or bottom lip. So let's show you how to set that little number up then. Basically, it's dead easy. All you're doing is like a Ronnie rig. So get that so it's over the eye, so your eye's poking out. Then get your spinner, put that through your loop. And once you've done that, pull your string tube over, down to the barrel, not over the barrel, just down to the barrel. Because then you've actually got a better movement. You've actually got both ends of the actual swivel able to turn. If you go over the barrel, then you've only got one part of the swivel to turn. So I always go down to the barrel, not over the barrel. So that is that. Okay, so that's the basic part done. I'm going to put your micro ring swivel on now. That's that part. And then the hook bead. You don't have to worry about setting it perfectly yet. You can do that afterwards. Well, that's your basic Ronnie done there, as you can see. Okay, your basic Ronnie. Right, the other thing what you're going to need as well is some stiff filament. Yeah, you can use quarter boom. There's an Avid one out there. There's many makes out there. I'm just going to use mouth trap. Ooh. If I can get to it. There we are. So, mouth trap, £25 I believe, £20. Yeah, that's all it is. You don't need a huge amount of this. So give it a fresh cut before you do anything else. And then just literally cut off roughly, say, 2 inches. Yeah, that's all you need. Not a great deal of that, because you're going to be trimming that down again. Right, most important bit is sewing needles. Okay, so I'm just going to use a nice small needle, and then all I'm going to do, through the string tube, is go sideways, just behind the eye, so it's actually on shank of the hook still. Put that in like so. Once you've done that, pull it all the way through, so the actual eye of the needle actually opens up the hole a little bit more, and you'll find it much easier getting in. Make sure to put the needles away. And then get your mouth trap, and the hole what you've just made, that's what I say, give it a fresh cut, so you can see where you're exactly poking it through. You have to cut it off at an angle. Just give it that tiny bit of point. Get into the light. It'd be much easier if I did this in daylight. And poke that through like so. Okay, so it looks long at the minute, but don't worry about that. Now all you're going to do is get your hook link. Whether you want to strip some off or not, that's entirely up to you. I'm going to literally pull off just a couple of inches, just allow for the actual movement there. probably a bit more then, probably about 3-4 inches. And then I'm going to tie that onto my ring. With just a basic blood knot. Yeah. That's that. Cold fingers. Poor light. Not a good combination. Wet that down. Just tease that one in. You can put an anti-tangle sleeve if you wish to. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter actually. And then on the top end, I'm going to tie a figure of 8 loop knot, but with a bigger loop. So when I'm using it with my PVA bags, I can just literally go from ring to that. I'm going to put my puller tool now into my ring. And then loop what I've just formed over the quarter chod tool. Chod it, should I say, what they call it. Re-wet the knots. Tension that down. Make sure that's tight. That's the basic parts done. Trim off any excess, what I don't need. Now these knots, I always give them a tag end. I never leave them cut right up to the actual knot, just in case the knot is going to slip just a little bit. As you can see, I've got a little tag end on the figure of 8 loop knot, and then I've also got a little tag end down at the blood knot as well. Now that requires steaming now. So what we're going to do is get the kettle on, give that a wee bit of a steam. Now before steaming it, obviously, if I get the shrink tube and I set it so it's wrong, so you can see the hook facing downwards and now obviously that. So before steaming, there's your tip. Spin it into the position what you want, so you know for well it's perfectly straight sideways. So now the hook is downwards. Yeah, you can position it. We'll get that shrink tube steamed. Whoa, it's getting a bit smoky in here, isn't it? So that is that part done. Just check it a little bit more. That burning the tushes. We might as well do the hook link at the same time. So grab the loop, grab the hook, and then just literally side to side on the steam. Knock that off. It's like a smoke machine's gone off, hasn't it? So that's your basic part now completed. Then all you're going to do, get your scissors. Try and get some of this out of here first. Right. So get your scissors, trim down one side, two sides. And you're roughly looking about 7 to 8 mil per side. You can actually go a little bit longer if you want to. Well, that is now done. Try and get the hook facing downwards. I think you can agree. That's in. Now it's staying in. Without me putting any tension on it whatsoever. So there is your basic anchor rig. Where did I find it? Right, I didn't make it myself. It was actually one of Frank Warwick's videos. Yeah. Great for a PVA bag. Which you know for well, whichever way that's sitting, it's either point up or point down. Little pig, little pig. Coming on nicely. Oh yes, look at that. Ideal, these little mini tongs. let's get the others in. Oh yes, full tin of beans, full tin of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, hash browns. Might save the black pudding for tomorrow. I'm all tomatoed out. Yep, I'm tomatoed out. So that's what I've just cooked. Using stuff up. I've still got black pudding, and I've still got some really fancy, cheesy topped bread rolls. Now, I didn't do none with that here because that would have been a bit too piggish, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I'm looking at that and I want to eat it, so I don't want to waste it because it is absolutely, yeah, it is better than Gino's food, that is. But that's what I've got left. So that much, I left it in the pan on the handle and ate it like that. I could have had 3 or 4 there. Burnt my tongue. It's too good. And that sausage what was in there was the exact same ones what you get from the chip shop, yeah, the old chippy. Exact same. Same taste, same shape, same size, same pig. Yep. But I'm done. I need to get the kettle on. And wash it down. Because I've only brought one stove. And the gas is struggling. Yeah, it's a full tin, or was a full tin. It's like probably half full, 3/4, and it's struggling. Why is it struggling? Because it's cold. Yeah, that's why it's struggling. So it's going to be soon to bring out the old Coleman petrol stove, isn't it? Yeah, get that thing roaring up, making a racket. I'm not going far away because obviously my rods, and getting to them is quite awkward obviously if you go far away. But what I'm going to do is actually go from where I am actually to the higher bank and actually just show you the winds or hear the wind difference. In here there ain't now. Yeah, so let me turn my green light on. Ooh. There we are. We'll not go too bright. There we go. Right. Right. So as you can tell, there's nothing. But as soon as I go up here, up these steps, which is fucking hell, nearly went over, which is literally 3 steps high, but they are quite big ones. And now listen, and that's not the harsh of it. So it's dying down. Yeah, it is dying down a bit. Not much harder than that earlier. Yeah, right. Oh, here it comes. Oh, that's snow. Yeah. Swap the lights over. Same place. Right, the reason why it's so windy here. Where is it focused? I'll press the wrong one. Right. Just over there is a massive lake. Ooh. Yeah, a bit like a field, obviously it blows right over it, doesn't it? Because it's all flat. And it's still snowing. What is it? Right. 3 big steps. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Oh yeah. I think the times are completely wrong on this storm. Right, let's get back in the bivvy. Morning. 4:15 in the morning. Just got woke up. My alarm going off a right hand rod. Beep, 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 beep. Thinking bream. Picked into it, nothing. Pulled it back. Bait was literally, it was like a square. Yeah. So, crayfish, they're active. So was the other two runs what I've missed? Same thing. I don't think one of them were, because I could see the clutch going on one of them, but when I lifted into it, nothing. And lifted into that and same again. I didn't feel no weight. It's just literally just like dragging the lead back, sort of thing. And that's basically what I did. Just brought it back in and then now. So I put the other PVA bag on and then I've plopped it in and put it to the distance what the bailiffs actually said on this one. Yeah, what I don't normally do anyway, to be fair. On the out's all twisted right round the back. How does it get round the back when you're asleep? Look at this. There we are, that little square. I like it in the middle, at the front. I was having a right nap. Yeah, I went to bed early. So after that bit of filming what I did last night, I went straight to sleep. And it's dark, isn't it? So you go to sleep early. It's quite easy to. And now I've got like 4 hours, well, three and a bit hours of darkness before it gets light now. Welcome to a nicey morning. And got another one. Yeah, we got another one. Good battle. My hands are frozen cold. And it's really golden. Slab has come out. Hang on, we've got a leaf on it. Yeah. Try a little more light. Slip it. There we are. Ah, take that. Other side then. Bit of a wound on this side, so that needs treating up. Looks like an old wound. There we are. Get treated. Get back. Right, so here's the rod what's landed too. Right, so what we've got here basically is a leader of lead core, but all the lead is actually taken out, so it just looks like the supple leader on its own. The Fox inline pegs, the drop off ones, and as you can see I'm missing a lead, so I need to put one of them on. I'll push that into the bottom and that down into the yeah, like so. So lead's back on. And the rig end is my old faithful, yeah. Quarter boom, roughly about 10 inches, long shank. Like I say, this is all the same rig. This is the one that's caught the fish, right? Those baits just got chucked back out, and you can see that they're a little bit mullered up. So it's definitely a crayfish actually having a play. But before we actually have that lead on, we'll just pull these baits off and what I'm using is it's an 18mm bait screw. But what I do, I trim them off a little bit so it hasn't got the sharp spike on the end. Now you can just literally, if you want to, just use a slightly bigger bait. Hook's fine, but I'm just going to give it a little whistle up and then I'll put 2 fresh baits on. There ain't no putty or anything on that whatsoever. It is just literally as it is. Yeah. So it's just the metal work holding it down and balancing it with the wafter. That's all. Gotta get my hands warmed up, so I'm going to be able to screw these on actually. Because it has really dropped down in temperature. Yep, we've got some sparks fly there. I'll go a little more just on the point. Right, so this rig has been on for 3 sessions. Yeah, the same rig has been on for 3 sessions, and all I keep doing is doing that. And that's what I like about the shrink tube. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a kink to it and stuff like that now, so it is looking a bit worn and a bit tired, but all I'm going to do is just get a lighter on it if I can get it out and just rewarm it up again. Oh, and it's come back to its shape it wants to. Yeah, it's come back to its shape it wants to, as you can see. Look, perfect, absolute perfect. Yeah, bring it closer for you. Look, spot on. So, do you need to change a rig every time? Why am I going in there? I don't need to go in there. Possibly not, to be fair. Well, not in my case anyway. As long as it works and it's sharp, you're laughing. But I'm not going to give it another one. It will be coming off after this session. I was going to change it over onto that, but there's 2 fish on the same rod. Yeah. So I'd rather leave it. Oh, what am I doing? I need to put this one on sideways. So because the first one is blunt, it's a bit awkward to get the first one on because it's like a knackered screw what you're doing. But look at all that gooiness all on there. Look at all that. Also, when I come back, it's been picked off on it, where the fish have been obviously homing in on it. But damn, it stinks. So screw one on. They don't have to be perfect. Doesn't matter if they'll go on diagonally or anything, to be fair. As you can see, they're quite hard baits as well. But I'm just literally letting the thread take itself. I'm not forcing it on. I'm not pushing it on. I'm just literally letting the thread take itself. So that's one on. Get another one out. And then the other one is going to go the other way. So I'll put one on like sideways. And then one facing downwards with the point of the bait screw. So that's done. Yep, that's it. And then what I like to do just before letting go of the baits, any of the gooiness on top of it, scrape some on. Yeah, that's it. Put the lead back on. Now it goes. Look like I wiped my bum. before I go touching my rod, give my hands a little wipe off, because I don't want that all over my reel seat, because it is sticky. It's like knackered grease, if you know what I mean. Really sticky stuff. And that's it, so it's time to get back out. Very, very cold. Go on, middle rod. The anger's up a bit. Take it. Right, so on the final her. Took the overskin off and basically packed the bags away. They're ready to go, but they'll stay on until obviously the rods get pulled in. Left hand rod, I've had a few beeps on it, and I thought I'd literally just have a check. If there's no bait on it, then it was a matter of case just put it into the rod bag. Anyway, there were bait on it, but it's literally half a pop up. So the crays have been obviously mullering that, and also like little fish like roach and all that sort of stuff pecking away at it. So it's literally half a boiling, yeah, half of the round, and then it's like a half moon basically. So there's not much left of that, but it's still floating. It's still floating the hook, and it's literally just going down to the putty. So that's gone back out again. Middle rod's had a couple of beeps on it. Left out, right hand rod has had a couple of hangers moves up and then back down again very slowly. So there's something around that other PVA bag, or worth. And it's just literally a matter of case of just literally, like I say, pack down and then fish the last couple of hours. Yeah, lovely and sunny today. Absolutely gorgeous. Still cold. Yep, nose is running and that. It is still cold, but it's bearable, well and truly bearable. So I thought, while the sun's out, get the most of it. Yeah, during this time of year you don't see much sun, as you well know. So just keeping an eye on things, kettles on, and then I'm gonna literally get the bivvy down after a brew, and then get that away, and then just literally sit on the bed. Alright, that's me done, but alright, that one's gone down there. Yeah, that one, as you can see, is snapped off, come right down. Now imagine that lot, yeah, falling on your bivvy. Wouldn't be nice, would it? Or on top of your nugget, either way. And I've had all this lot behind me. Right, so let's go to the pegs. I'm all packed up. Let's have a little walk down where I've been. I didn't bother bringing the barrow, I just literally handballed it 5 tubes, that's all it were. And that's taking it easy. No struggles. But yeah, look at all this lot. Now you can see it in the daylight. I don't want to go around that side because obviously the sun will blind it. Here's where I were. There's the 3 steps lot. Okay, getting down there. Right. Nice, clean and tidy. Apart from obviously the leaves. Happy days. Can't knock that. I ain't left out. Apart from footprints. Can't even see where my baby's been. Yeah. I was on top of that. That's it. Till the next one.